just jumping in to say, get you a snack. This is gonna be a long video. I might break it up into two videos. Get you a snack, get you something to drink, do some work while you're listening to this, maybe like podcast style, because it's just gonna be my voice. There's not gonna be a lot on the screen other than my beautiful face. So if you want to watch that, that's okay too. I think I'll break this up into stats and like the schools I applied to, and then the second half will be like extracurriculars and like my application experience. All right, y'all. I'm back with another video. I know it's been so long since my last video, which I will link somewhere. It's been such a long time since my last video. I'm sorry. A lot of you guys are asking me for my stats, my high school stats, and like I'm a junior now at Columbia, so like stats, the minute you get accepted, okay, not the minute you get this, the minute you're on campus, is like none of that matters anymore. So like my stats have been like thrown out the window. But I know when I was applying to schools, like it was really important for me to have so I was watching so many YouTube videos and I wanted to know everybody's stats, and like I was on College Confidential, I was all over the internet like, oh my god, what SAT score do I need, what GPA do I need, no. So I get it, okay, and I'm gonna tell y'all, it's not like I'm afraid or anything, like I don't care anymore, I'm already here. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because I'm going to be doing a move-in vlog because I'm going back on campus pretty soon, so get excited for that. I promise I'll upload this as soon as I can. Let's start. Okay, first off, let's just jump into it. I had a 4.52 GPA weighted, so that means like including the added bump from any honors classes I took, any dual enrollment classes I took, and any like AP classes I took. If you're on like a flat like a flat like GPA system, like without any weights or anything, I would have had just a 4.0, which means I've had no B's, I've only had A's. So like in a range like A minuses, A's, A pluses, but basically A's. And that placed me in 8th in my grade so that was 8th out of 334 seniors, which means I was in the top 5% of my class. Okay, so that's that. And I'll just detail the classes I took, like Calc, AB, and BC. I took the AP exam for both of those and I got a 5 on both of those. English, Lang, and Composition, I got a 4 on the AP exam. I took micro econ and macro econ. I only took the micro exam and I got a 4 on it. At Columbia, to get credit for economics, you have to take both micro and macro and get a 5 on both of them. At least for engineering school, I don't know what the requirements are for the college. Stats, I got a 4. At Columbia, you need a 5 to get credit for, I think. I don't know if I actually get credit for stats. And the engineering school, you don't get a lot of credit, honestly, for AP exams. Like, I think you could I got credit for calculus, which means I didn't have to take calc 1 or 2 when I came, or 3. I jumped straight to, I didn't have to take calc 1 or calc 2. I jumped straight to what is this called? I jumped straight to like the next thing. It's out of my head. I took studio art and design. I took the AP studio art. I got a 5 on that exam. Columbia doesn't give credit for that. And I took AP Chem, but I didn't take the exam for that. So I think that's it. Those are all the APs I took. Now, my SAT score, I know this is the big thing everybody cares about. I got a 1450 overall on my SAT, and that's the score that I used to apply. I took the SAT 3 times. Ignore my broken now. I took the SAT 3 times. The first time I took it, I don't even know. I think this was my junior year. Yeah, like junior year in January or something like that. I took a blind, like no studying, like knowing nothing, and I just took it and I got a 1350 that first time. I don't remember the exact score breakdown. And then I took it a second time. I got a 1410 the second time, and this is with SAT prep. So I actually did do an SAT prep program. I don't think everybody needs to do this. Like the program was literally just you're just constantly taking the test over and over again. And like they just have a bunch of practice tests. They have like the official practice test, and then also like from all the different like companies that make like SAT practice tests. But like it's literally just like practicing over and over again, and then like understanding why you missed those points. And that's what, you know, we were doing. So like you don't necessarily need it because it can be expensive to do SAT prep. It's just more about like discipline. Like I kind of need the discipline and like that sort of like class setting to kind of like push me to study for that sort of thing. Because I suck at testing. Like as you can see, my test scores aren't like perfect 1600. Like no. I hate testing, but I'm smart. 14, so yeah, and then so I got a 1350 the first time, 1410, and then I got a 1450. Yeah, so and the 1450 was my final score that I used to apply to all my schools. I had a 700 in English and I had a 750 in math. Oh yeah, subject text. So there's also the SAT subject tests. I got my subject tests were horrible. I didn't really study for these, and like they were just hard. Like these were hard to me, and I just needed them for which schools needed them. I think Cornell required the subject tests, but I didn't even end up applying to Cornell. I didn't end up applying anywhere that required them. I don't even think I sent them. I think I only sent them to like my safety schools because like I didn't care. Like those would have been fine for my safety school. But I'll tell you anyway. I took chemistry. I got a 580 on that. Yeah. Literature, I got a 610, and I took math 2 twice for some reason. I got a 670 the first time, and I did worse the second time. I got a 660. So yeah, these, I don't know, I really feel like they're not that important unless the school requires them. It's just like, just do them. Like it's not gonna be what makes or breaks your application, in my opinion. And I will just say right now that like this is what worked. I'm getting hot. This is what worked for me. So I'm not like an admissions expert. This is why I don't like mentor people, because like essays, like I can't do essays. Like I don't like writing. I don't think like, I don't know, like I'm just not an expert at any of these things. I got into only one Ivy. So like I can't be like, oh, I know everything about the Ivy League. Like I don't. So I'm not the person to go to be like, can you mentor me? Because I'll be like, everything looks good to me, and then you're gonna be crying when you don't get it. I'm like, I don't know what to do, so sorry. Oh, ACT. I did take the ACT, and I didn't do any prep for this. I kind of self-studied for a little bit, and I didn't do that well. I think the first time I took it, I did twice. The first time I took it, I got a 29, and I don't remember the score breakdown, but I think my best score was in like the reading or English section. And like I just didn't do as well in the math and science, and I didn't want to apply with those scores because I wanted to look better for math and science since I was applying for engineering. So keep that in mind. Like you don't have to be perfect all around. Like sometimes it's better to actually just focus in on like what you're more interested in. So if you're like humanities, then that reading score, history or whatever is going to be more important for you to do really well in versus like science, because like who cares. Yeah, and I took the ACT a second time and I got a 30, so not a big jump. And I don't know what changed between those two, in between like all the breakdown, whatever. So those are my scores. Now we are going to talk about what schools I applied to and where I got in. Now, for the schools that I applied to 9 schools. UVA, I applied to early action, I think. Oh, congratulations! I didn't apply to any private schools early action or like early decision or anything, but I did apply to like any public schools that allowed it, or any schools that allowed it without it being binding, just to get them on the way. So UVA, I did apply early. I got into UVA. I got into their engineering honors program. I forgot what it's called. And I got a full tuition scholarship at UVA, which is like a big deal. They really wanted me. I don't know. My siblings went to UVA. Were like going to UVA at the time. So like this was kind of, at the end of the day, like this was up there in terms of like which school I was gonna go to. Obviously I chose Columbia, as you know. But like it was up there because like, I mean, come on, it's a good school. I had full tuition. Like I would have only had to pay for boarding, and it's in state. But I did not want to be in state. I only applied to 2 schools in state, which was UVA and Virginia Tech. So yeah, that was the second school I applied to Virginia Tech and I got in. I don't think I got into any sort of honors program at Virginia Tech, and they didn't even give me a scholarship. I was like, nah, y'all don't want me, but I didn't want to go there anyway. Like, I did not want to be in Virginia, and I was like, I've been here for too long, I need to get out. Like, those are the only 2 schools I applied to that were in Virginia. All my other schools were out of state and far far away. So the next schools, I applied to Georgia Tech, and I also applied to Spelman, and those are both in Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia Tech gave me an 80K scholarship, so 20K for 4 years, for each year. And that was pretty nice. Like, I was like, that was a nice one. Georgia Tech's a good school. I also got into Spelman.
What? Yep, I got it.
Yay.
My first college acceptance.
I got into their honors program. They didn't give me a scholarship though, so I was like, I'm not about to pay, like, what was it, like 50K, 55K? What? No. So Spelman was off. So as you can know, right now Virginia Tech and Spelman are out. I also applied to USC, so University of Southern California.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
And I did get a scholarship for this, like one of their children's scholarship. This was like 13K scholarship a year or something like that, or total, I think, a year. And then I also applied to Stanford. So these are like the California schools I applied to, and I got waitlisted at Stanford. I don't even know if I ended up getting off the waitlist, because by the time I had already accepted Columbia. But yeah, I got waitlisted at Stanford, and possibly later on denied. I don't actually know, it didn't matter. But that was one of the ones I really wanted to go to. Like, I'm like, oh, Stanford. Okay. And then I applied to Princeton, UPenn, and Columbia. At Princeton, I was denied.
I am sorry to inform you that we were not able to invite you to Princeton this year. The admissions process is difficult for students and families. I realize that you're likely to be disappointed with your decision, but okay. Didn't get into Princeton.
I also got denied at UPenn.
Oh, I didn't get into UPenn.
I applied to 3 Ivy Leagues, Princeton, UPenn, and Columbia, and I only got into Columbia.
Daddy! Oh my god! Daddy, look! I got into Columbia! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
So yeah, those are the schools. That's 9 schools, and I got into 6 of them. Yeah. But yeah, so at the end of the day, I was deciding between Columbia and UVA. I knew where I wanted to go. But I'm not paying for it. My parents are paying for it. And I mean, they were excited for Columbia, obviously. Like, everybody was excited. Everybody was excited. Like, they were so sure. And like, I had gone to Columbia, and it was kind of like set, like, oh, she's going to Columbia. And then UVA gave me the scholarship. So I got in first, and then the scholarship came on like later on after I had gotten the Ivy League like decisions. And I remember I read that thing, and I was like, dang, like, I have to tell my dad now that I got a scholarship. I have to tell my mom that I got a full tuition scholarship. Like, I could have been going to school for free. I know, like, you're probably thinking, like, why would you go to Columbia for getting $70,000, more than $70,000, when I could have gone to college for free? Look, I can't answer that. Like, was it worth it? I don't regret my decision. I don't think I would have enjoyed myself at UVA at all. And I don't think it would have been like easier. Like, I don't think schools are easier just because they're not ranked as high. So I feel like I would have still had the same hardness in terms of like classes and stuff, especially because I was in the honors program for engineering. So I would have been there stressed out in Virginia, in Charlottesville, Virginia, stressed, you know, like taking these hard classes, doing engineering, and also like too close to home. Which, like, I don't really care about being close to home. Like, I really don't care. I'm out of the house most of the time. I really wanted to be in the city I love being in New York. Like, I'm going back on campus, even though like all our classes are online. Like, I just can't be at home. Like, but yeah, Columbia is stressful, and it does have its downfalls. It does have its downfalls. It does have its downfalls. Okay, it has its downfalls. But I think this was the best decision for me at the end of the day, because I've still had a great time. I've met some great people. I feel like I've gotten a lot smarter. I feel like I'm even more successful. And it's not to say that if I had gone to any of these other schools that like I wouldn't be, because at the end of the day, it's like you make the school doesn't make you. So like, even if you don't get into these Ivies, or even if you get in and choose to go somewhere else, like you're still the same student, like you're still the same person. And you're still valuable to whatever school that you go to, and they know that. You make the school. They want you, okay? Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell. I will be posting a moving video when I get back on campus. Bye!